we're having fun today. Let me tell you, today I brought in my wife's C240 4matic wagon because it has the typical transfer case chatter when you turn sharply to the right or to the left. Of course, she's saying something really bad wrong with the transmission, but she doesn't know this can be easily repaired a lot of times with just a fluid change. So I got Jerson and I said, we got to find a better way to do this. Rather than taking the driveline off, pulling that ridiculous fill plug way up high off and trying to fill from the top, we said, let's figure out a way to do this from the bottom, and let's figure out a way to do a dual flush procedure in one operation, rather than filling the transfer case, driving the car, coming back, putting it back on the lift, doing it again. You can see I'm pretty excited about this new procedure. And what we do to make this successful is use a pressure tank that you can precisely measure the fluid, and then we do the dual flush method, flushing it once, and then doing it again, because you're not going to get it all out with just one flush. And I want to show you the fluid now, and you'll get to see the difference between the original fluid here that came out of the car and the fluid that came out after flush number 1. First, this is the fluid that came out originally, and this is the fluid from the first flush. And you're going to understand why I'm a firm believer in this dual flush method when working with a transfer case, because it doesn't hold very much fluid. So look at the original fluid. When I tip this container up, look at how dirty that is. Now here is from the first flush. It appears to be a little dirty, but look at how much cleaner it is and looking right through to the plastic. So you can see how important that is. If you don't do the dual flush, you're going to end up doing this again maybe in 10,000 miles. So we decided today that there's a lot of other people out there with 4matics that need their transfer case flushed. You know, you really need to do this every 20,000 miles after the car reaches 100,000 miles. Because the wear of the clutch packs continues to increase, the fluid gets very dirty, and once that happens, you start to get that grabbing feeling, you know, when you turn a corner. You have to use Mercedes-Benz spec fluid for this. There's a fluid upgrade. Here's a recommendation. It's obviously much easier on a car lift. If you can get your hands on a car lift, it'll make the job go a lot faster. So just keep that in mind if you're planning to do this job yourself. I'm sure any of you who have done this before in your own 4matic and have done it the recommended method, you never look forward to doing it again. And in fact, when I came out here today, I wasn't looking forward to do it again, but I decided there's got to be a better way, and there's just literally got to be a better way. And once you use my procedure, you're not going to consider it a big deal. The biggest deal is getting the car up in the air. But this is something you need to attend to if you're going to own one of these 4matics. And then in closing, there's one thing I need to mention. Don't expect after doing a flush of your transfer case that you're going to drive this car out the door or down your driveway and have it perform perfectly right away. Normally, you will need to drive the car about 20 minutes at 50 to 60 miles an hour to get everything kind of moving around in there and get those clutches kind of cleaned off so the grabbing, you know, goes away. Now, if you still have noises, if you have noises at speed, not just, you know, jerking when you turn a corner, then you've got other issues that a fluid change may not fix. But I can't imagine how many people have had their transfer cases replaced in these 4matics, and all they needed was a fluid change.